कुछ दिनों से दिल मेरा बेचैनियाँ सहे, ढूंढे कोई रास्ता कैसे तुम्हें कहे. The last 2 years, all the films are getting released with that one item number, whether it is Chikni Chameli, whether it is Chammak Challo. I don't think it is a fight against anything. I think it is the coexistence of Bollywood music and the non-film arena. Well, as of now, the feedbacks have been very good, and I'm really excited about the album. The reason being, one, it establishes the solidarity of the singer fraternity, the musical fraternity, because if you see, they're all senior singers. We have Shan, Shankar Mahadevan, Alga Yagnik, there is Javed Ali from the newer generation, there is Neha Bhasin, who has recently sung 2 very good songs in Fashion and Mere Brother Ki Dulan. And you know, I've been toying with this idea for almost about a year, a little more than that. Love should be in the air. The reason I thought of that name, Love is in the Air, because it is an FM station which is backing it, and they actually put our song literally into thin air. So that's how it's there. So Love is back in the air, and we are all extremely excited. If you see in the recent past, in the last 2 years, all the films are getting released with that one item number, whether it is Chikni Chameli, whether it is Chammak Challo, Munni Badnaam Hui, whether it is whatever. By the time that one song is played and it becomes popular, the film is already out of the multiplexes. So that is one of the reasons why the second, third, fourth, fifth songs of the film don't get promoted. And so many times you sing great songs in a film, but you never get to hear it, because the first song, the item song, becomes huge, and all the rest of the love numbers, they all get overshadowed. Album is definitely, in terms of magnitude, much more smaller when it comes to in comparison to Bollywood, for obvious reasons. I mean, when you make a video for an album, how much can a company spend? 15 lakhs, 20 lakhs, 25 lakhs? Chalo, for an A.R. Rahman video, you can spend 50 lakhs. But under any circumstances, you cannot have one Rahman or, you know, one pop star in a song and can have them to compete with the Katrina Kaifs and Deepika Padukone's romancing a Khan or a Roshan or a Kapoor in a picturesque location outside the country. So those songs are picturized, spending crores. So how the hell will you compete with them, especially when the music channels don't have specific timings when they play indie pop. They're all played parallel to each other. So when you're seeing a video of Britney Spears or a Justin Timberlake, you never know, your video might happen just after that, or maybe after costly picturization of Chammak Challo, which we know with the song by Akon and all that could have cost 10 crores. Just after that, maybe your video comes on air where you are walking through Lokhandwala or Bandstand, or maybe in Shimla. So how does it matter? So things have changed a little bit, and I don't think it is a fight against anything. I think it is the coexistence of Bollywood music and the non-film arena, because we did have a flourishing non-film arena at one point of time, and several artists have actually entered the scene with their non-film creations. So unless and until you give the singers a chance to create something for themselves, how would you know? I mean, how would you know that Shankar could have done something like Breathless, or Lucky Ali could have, in spite of being a very average singer, he could come up with something so soothing to the ears like Suno. So that arena should exist. And right now, unfortunately, that arena has become almost extinct. So instead of releasing an album of 8 songs in a year, I mean, this is a concept where just release one song a year and one album carrying 6-7 singers. The initial response is very nice, and I hope that we could make this into a yearly affair and just not a one-off situation. Kal tak to anjaan the, ab jaan ho meri. That's Shan's song. Shankar Mahadevan, obviously being the great composer that he is, he has composed his own song. When I compose for myself, I often get a little confused about what I want to do. Acting, yes. I don't want to be a hero. It's a very different concept altogether. So in my song, I got it composed by a music composer from Bengal called Neil Datta. And whenever I listen to a good tune, I always feel that Shan is going to relate to it, and he will be giving me some great lyrics. So, you know, again, coming back to where I started, it again shows the solidarity and the friendship among singers, where it's my song and Shan wrote the lyrics to it, and he wrote fantastically well. That's my song, Shukriya. कुछ दिनों से दिल मेरा बेचैनियाँ सहे, ढूंढे कोई रास्ता कैसे तुम्हें कहे. Neha Bhasin wrote his own song. Samiruddin, a very young, talented guy, he did the music. When it comes to Javed Ali, again Kashi Richard, 2 newcomers, who have always been a part of Jatin Lalit's sitting room and as musicians contributed a lot to their music. They have done the music, and Alka ji, again, her song has been composed by the legendary Kuldeep Singh's son. Kuldeep Singh ji had composed legendary songs for Jagjit Singh ji. So his son, he composed the music for Alka ji. Again, a lesser known lyricist writing the lyrics. So I think it brings together a lot of musical talents. Talents which probably don't get a chance in films in terms of music direction or lyric writing. They get a chance, and of course we get to sing a new song. So that's what the album is all about. It was very hard for me to leave Calcutta and come to Bombay and jump into a bandwagon of lakhs of aspiring singers, especially at a time 92-93 when the generation of singers just before us, the previous generation, Kumar, Abhijit Da, Vinod Rathore, Udit Narayan, they were all at the beginning of their careers. So I knew that I'm going to Bombay at a time when the industry, it doesn't need a new singer. They're all doing so well for themselves. So I knew I had to wait. I went through identity crisis. People called me a Kishore Kumar clone, a Shanu clone, this, that, falana. But I knew that there was light at the end of the tunnel, and I needed to hold put. During the process, as I get songs, I'll make a name for my own self. And I look back in 1992 October, while working in Standard Chartered Bank, in the Paradise Cinema Hall, I had seen the film Juma Chuma in London, which was Amitabh Bachchan's show, live show in the Wembley Stadium in London, and that entire show was released as a film. Bachchan Saab, landing in a helicopter, and there are elephants and horses. It was a huge show. Little did I know that in 6 months, I am going to be part of the next Amitabh Bachchan World Tour. So I left Calcutta in 92 November, and in December I somehow got in touch with Kalyanji Anandji. They loved my voice when I met them, and I was chosen as the newcomer that they wanted to introduce in the show. So it was a huge break for me. In 94 I was touring with Shah Rukh Khan, his first tour, Bazigar tour. 95 with Akshay Kumar, the Mast tour with Ravina Tandon. Then 97 with Asha Bhonsle, the world tour where I sang in all the famous halls, including Shrine, where Oscars used to take place. It was a real dream come true, but playback was not really happening for me then, because it was not supposed to happen. The singers who were already so experienced and have delivered super duper hits, like Shanuda got 5 Filmfare Awards, one after the other. Then Udit Narayan came in and got a couple of awards. Then Abhijit Da got it for Main Koi Aisa Geet Gao. So as a youngster, I used to love to sing these songs on stage. But then in 98, Aati hai to chal tu mere saath mein, I had sung it for ABCL, and then came Hata Savan Ki Ghata. I was playing with Bunty Walia yesterday, a cricket match. He's a cricket freak, and I was telling him he had paid me 5,000 rupees for the song, and it was such a huge song for me. First time I heard my song playing on auto rickshaws. तो हमको बोलना पड़ता था, भाई साहब ये मेरा गाना है, मेरी आवाज़ है, भाई चल क्या बोल रहा है, ये सर ये मेरी आवाज़ है, देखो मैं गा के सुनाता. तो I used to have fun. I took everything in my stride. And I love laughing on my own self. I'm a prankster, so when I pull others' legs, I also know how to take a joke on me. So I used to actually do those things.